Material translation number one is definition of translation. Translation is the process of transferring meaning from a source language to a target language, ensuring that the message, tone, style, and purpose of the original text are preserved. Translation is more than just a linguistic transformation. It also involves the cultural, contextual, and pragmatic understanding of both languages. Key definition include Cat 4. Translation is the replacement of the textual material in one language with equivalent textual material in another language. Theory number 2 is Newman. Translation is the rendering of meaning from a text in one language into an equivalent text in another language, keeping the content, structure, and style as close as possible. Nida and Table. Translation is the reproduction of the closest natural equivalent of the message in the source language, for in terms of meaning and then in terms of style. Translation is just about converting words, it's about cross-cultural communication and transferring ideology. And material number 2 is the translation process. The translation process is dynamic and complex, involving cognitive and interpretive stages. Here's more detailed breakdown. Number 1 is comprehension phase. The translator must fully understand. And number 2, synthetic structure, lexical meaning, and implicit and explicit meaning, cultural and historical context, analysis and interpretation. Number 1 is identifying the text type, genre, and communicative purpose. Analyzing the target audience for who the translation is intended. Determining the function of the text: informative, expressive, operative, and C. Transfer phase. Meaning is encoded and transferred into the translator mental framework before being restructured in the target language. This phase involves interlingual understanding, translating not just word but idea and cultural reference. And number 4 is reformulation or re-encoding, rebuilding the message according to target language norms, structure, and stylistic preference, ensuring the translation flow naturally for the target audience. Editing and revision, correcting grammatical errors, ensuring consistency and checking for meaning fidelity, involve self-editing, peer review, and proofreading. F. Finalization, ensuring the translated text is ready for publication or use, linking the text with its intent, communicative purpose. Material number 3, language function, text categories and text types. A. Language function from Halliday Jacobson. Language function refers to the communicative purpose, a text serves. K function include number 1, referential or informative. The function of conveying factual information. For example, news report, academic article. Number 2, expressive emotive function. The function of expressing feelings, emotion or opinions. Example, poetry, personal essay. Cognitive persuasive. The function of influencing or persuading the reader. Example, advertisement, political speech. Petty function. Ensure communication is taking place. For example, greetings or hello. Number 5, metalinguistic function. Explain the language itself. Example, grammar books. Linguistic explanation. Number 6 is poetic function. Focus on the form and aesthetic quality of the message. For example, poetry, literary text. Text category and type from Reich, Knorr, Hatim, and Mason. Reich classifies text according to their dominant communicative function. Informative text. This focus on delivering factual content such as manual instruction report. Expressive text. These are concerned with artistic expression and aesthetic such as literature, poetry. Operative text. The goal is to persuade or elicit a response, such as advertisement, political speech. But from not introduce the scopus theory, emphasizing the purpose or scopus of the translation determine the strategy used. For instance, a promotional text would be translated differently than a technical manual. Material number 4 is unit of translation and discourse analysis. A unit of translation. The unit of translation refers to the small, meaningful segment of a text that can be translated as a whole. This can vary. Words from technical terms. Photosynthesis, press, idiom must be translated as a whole unit. For example, kick the bucket. Sentence paragraph. For narrative or persuasive text, factor influencing the unit of translation include sentence structure, contextual factor, the communicative function of the text. Discourse analysis. Discourse analysis examines how meanings is created beyond the sentence level. Key concepts include cohesion, the formal link between elements in a text. For example, pronouns, conjunction. Coherence, the logical flow and semantic unity of the text. Register, the formality or informality of language based on the context. For example, formal speech versus casual conversation. Genre, the text type and its confession. For example, narrative argumentative. For the translator, discourse analysis improve. Understanding the macro structure of the text. For example, introduction, body, and conclusion. Recognizing the relationship between paragraph and sentence. Being sensitive to difference in genre and style between source and target language. Theory number 5 is translation ideology. Translation ideology refers to the value, belief, or interest that influence translation decision. It determines what is chosen to be translated and what might be omitted. The strategy used to preserve or transform cultural meaning. How power, dynamics, and cultural norms are addressed in the translation. For example, in feminist translation, the translator might focus on gender-neutral language. In post-colonial translation, the translator might emphasize local voice and resist Western dominance in the text. Finity argue the all translations are ideological as translator inevitably interpret and shape the text according to their own cultural perspective. And the last material is translation methods. Neumap, Peter Neumap classify translation methods based on their focus on either the source text or target text. Here's a more detailed overview of the methods. Number 1 is word for word translation. Direct substitution of words without considering the context. Suitable for technical, non-idiomatic text. Number 2, literal translation. Keeps the structure of the source text but adjusts the grammar of the target language. Common in legal and scientific texts. Number 3, faithful translation. Attempts to preserve the meaning and context while adjusting style from the target language. Let's focus on the naturalness of the target language. Number 4, semantic translation. Focus on the exact meaning and the nuance of the original text while ensuring it sounds natural in the target language. Preferred for literary works. Number 5, adaptation. Change cultural reference and content to suit the target culture, often used in translating plays or poetry. Number 6, free translation. Focus on the general meaning, often at the expense of the original form. Common in advertising and creative writing. Number 7, idiomatic translation. Use idiomatic expression of the target language, even if this means deviating from the literal meaning. Often used in everyday speech and informal text. And the last is communicative translation. Aims to produce the same effect on the target audience as the original text had on its audience. Common in business, marketing, and technical translation.